side enough, I know that Danny Gonzalez, the other coach, has talked about your improvement in fall camp. Do you think what we're seeing right now from you is just really just an extension of the preseason that you had?
Oh yeah, I just try to put in, hard work. It always pays off. So that's my philosophy was, I just put in hard work and it'll turn out to be something good.
Do you feel like you're finally finding your role here, and that you're everything's paying off?
Oh yeah, I feel like me just maturing more and getting mentally stronger and physically stronger has it all just helped me to get closer to my potential. I still don't think I'm there yet, but I'm getting closer.
Is it nice to have this, this starting role after 2 years where it seemed like your role was a little bit in flux?
Yeah, but the starting role is nice, but I have goals much higher than just being a starter. So that's just part of it. I feel like that's what I'm supposed. When I look at it, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do.
What are some of those goals?
Next level, being able to, help out my family and stuff, take care of my mom, getting my degree, of course, and stuff. But, football is just, I feel like if I put the work in, I can take it as far as I can.
Do you think the Michigan State game was your coming out party in a way?
Yeah, that's what I told myself before the game, my main thing is just not get complacent, keep going harder and harder, you don't say the same, you either get better or worse, so every day I try to do something that makes me better.
I know I can hear a lot of talk about making sure that ASU does not have a letdown after the Michigan State win, because that kind of actually what happened last year, ironically, after Michigan State win, even after the Utah win later on. How do you guys guard against it? I know you all say the right things, but how do you actually do it in reality?
I feel like, one thing we've gotten better, our coaches always tell us, it's a faceless opponent. So just, being in practice, being detailed on the little things, making sure we're sharp. And then, when we do make a mistake, looking in the mirror and owning up to it and not trying to make excuses and just facing it. It's probably the biggest reason.
Danny was talking about a play yesterday. I think it was a play where you stopped them a yard short of a first down. Which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the fourth down.
Saying that maybe was the biggest play of the game.
Yeah. They had some momentum on that drive. I knew they were going to end up, if they weren't. I knew once they got to past the 50 that they were going to go for it. So because they had been driving, they started down I think around their 20. So they had momentum going into the drive. I knew if we could get that stop, that'd be a big game changer. So I just read and react.
Can you talk about the defense's overall play in that game last week?
Oh, we were flying to the ball. That's what Coach Gonzalez preached that a lot. Just getting to the ball. If there's a lot of population around the ball, good things are going to happen. So we just try to play as hard and play as fast as we can. Even if you make a mistake, if you go 100 miles per hour, you liable to make up for it.
Yeah. So, Coach G has talked a lot about the special qualities it takes to play the Tillman. Can you talk about the position and how you feel you match up in that area?
It's athleticism. I feel like that's probably my biggest plus in that position. Being able to be versatile and use my speed. And then instincts is another thing that the coaching staff has kind of helped me with, just watching film and going through film with them. And instincts and athleticism, that's you gotta have that for sure right there. You just gotta be able to go down in the box. You gotta be able to cover, be able to play deep middle. So just being versatile.
What's your take on Colorado's offense and some of the defensive keys for you guys this Saturday?
The receiving core I feel like is probably one of the best we'll play this year. So they have a good team. We just gotta go in there. Make sure we tackle them open field. That's another big thing this week.
Is it more hard or more fun to play for a coach that if you guys aren't shutting out an opponent, he's not satisfied?
Oh, I like that. I kind of thrive off that when I have a standard to live up to. Pressure. I like playing under pressure. Pressure builds diamonds. So yeah, I like playing under pressure.
But with all honesty, are you surprised that you're limiting teams to 7 points scoring each game? Just maybe a little surprised if you're not expecting to play this well.
No, I wouldn't say it's surprising. I would say I'm more happy about it. I expected it though, because the way we've practiced and even at Camp T, I could see it. This defense was going to be something. So we just gotta. We really haven't done nothing yet though. So we only won 3 games, so we just gotta keep going.
And yet, what did that game against Michigan State, in your opinion, do for the confidence of your group?
Yeah, I think it definitely helped our confidence. Help us get into a groove. I feel like in football, I try to once I get into a groove, I just keep it rolling. So you know, as long as we just gotta stay on the right track, don't get complacent, you know, and just keep playing with that swagger. You know, that helped our swagger a little bit, so we can go on the field, you know. So yeah, that was a big win.
How does it feel to be in Mandrake this week?
Oh yeah, the coach. I always hear Coach Edwards talking about that. You know, I'm a competitive dude. You know, there's a competition. That's kind of like a competition within the team. So I mean, I try. It was an honor, though, being able to win that. So anything I can win, I'm a competitor. I'm gonna try to win.
What is a Mandrake in your mind?
I would say, Coach Edwards explained it as like I think like a mythical creature, like some all powerful. So I know when that Mandrake, I just think just being that guy, like that guy on the field. So,
Danny was talking about you improving your tackling. Can you talk about that?
They did a lot with me and like through fall camp, telling me like keep my head up, teaching me to keep my head up, and that has paid off wonders for me. So I appreciate them for that. And then it really just comes down to focus. I mean, if you're running up to somebody, you look at the hip, you can tackle it. You just gotta focus in. That's where missing tackles comes in when you lose focus. So I just try to stay locked in and keep my eyes open. That's the biggest thing, is keeping my eyes open.
What allowed you to kind of get so many one-on-ones where it seemed like it was just you and the running back just coming at you, and you seemed to make the tackle so many times?
I try to, react to the way blocking. So if I see a down block, I know that the back is going to, bounce. And the way our stunt, I know the stunts up front, like what our D linemen are going to do. So say they're slanting a certain way, I know the ball has to hit right here. So that's kind of like what has been helping me. In film study, like that's the most important part, seeing that.
And then you just have to trust your eyes in that.
Yeah, that's another. I've been watching it all week, so I'm gonna just trust it. I mean, so it's there. In football, you see it, react. I can't play hesitant. So.
Yeah. You've only been playing Tillman for like less than a year, right?
Yeah, no. Originally, out of high school, I was recruited to play safety. Some schools want me to play corner, so it's kind of new for me.
Yeah. So what was that transition like for you when you first kind of got the news that, hey, we're going to start playing you at Tillman?
I try to. I'm a team guy, so whatever to help the team win, I'm with it. So, I knew I had to do some adjusting extra work to be able to be able to succeed at that position. So I'm still learning. I feel like I'm still learning too. I'm always still trying to learn. And but no, it definitely has been a good transition. Just being, especially my physicalness. Not being afraid of contact. You can't be afraid of contact whenever you get in the box. So, yeah.
Were you nervous about kind of the staff change and how you would fit into a new scheme and a new staff?
I wouldn't say nervous. I was just curious. I was more curious to see how it would work. I feel like wherever school is, somewhere I'm gonna get on the field somehow. That's always my mindset. So yeah, just seeing where I fit in the scheme, talking to the coach and stuff, just trusting in them and trusting in the training. It all worked out.
What was their evaluation when you first sat down with the new coaching staff and they kind of laid out this plan or vision for kind of what they saw in your attributes and then where they could best put you on the field?
Well, yeah, they saw originally they saw me as a Tillman because of my athleticism. Yeah. They saw the same thing. So they saw the athleticism, the physicalness, and that. Then it just took a matter of me learning how to read and react, and learning about pulling guards and stuff, reading how to read guards, how to read linemen, and getting better at the run fits.
How much did kind of having the competition with you and Tyler this camp help you grow as kind of in that Tillman role and kind of become a better player?
There's competition all around our defense, the whole defense, really. Yeah. So that just makes everybody improve. Just play better, iron sharpens iron. And then, again, the faceless opponent thing I was talking about, I try not to really think about the competition. I was focusing on what can make me better, and that translates to the game too. We played big bad Michigan State last week. They're a good team, but I just went out there. I really wasn't thinking about Michigan State. I'm thinking about just doing what I can do to make myself the best.
Just to go back to the tackling thing for a minute, Danny was kind of making you sound like that was a difficult thing for you to learn, to get your eyes up, get your head up. Is he overstating that, or was that really a big challenge for you?
I say I don't think it was more of a challenge for me. And I think it was more, I'd say, focus. I would like lose my eyes because high school I never really like had that problem. I was known as a good tackler, so I just had to, just locking in before every play, locking in before everything I do. I feel like that's the biggest thing.
See, you were doing it okay in high school, but then maybe lost it a little bit.
Yeah, getting complacent and stuff like you're not practicing something you don't. Because you can't say the same either. If I don't do something for a while, I'm gonna get worse at it. So I just started making sure I go and try to like before practice or after practice hit the bag drills a few times. And, work on my fits and working on my my placement in my head and stuff.
Plus, just from a safety standpoint too, right? I mean, you don't want to get a targeting penalty or get yourself hurt.
Yeah, health-wise too. That's the way he said the most important thing was he just didn't want me to get hurt putting my head down like that.
Right.
So.
Danny talked about yesterday how you lost 8 pounds this offseason. How did you go about doing that? How do you think that's kind of helped you in the early part of the year?
Oh yeah, I lost a few pounds. It really wasn't like a lot, but it was just like getting me more toned into shape. I lost a lot of body fat. Most of it was body fat, so that helped me a lot. I feel like it helped me get faster, helped me with speed, and then just being able to move better all around.
You talked a little bit about Colorado last year. It seemed like they kind of did a lot of play action and some design runs for Montez. Is that kind of what you're seeing the same thing of, or do they do things a little differently this year?
They're similar to last year. I think it's the same staff that's still there, but all teams adjust, so they have some new things that we have to look out. But definitely looking back at the last game is helping a lot, and then this season too. So, and we're familiar with them. I think this is my 3rd time playing them. So yeah.
Chenault is kind of like Nikhil.
Yeah.
That caliber of receiver.
Oh yeah.
What's the challenge for someone like you and the defense in general with a guy like that?
I would say open field tackling. He doesn't usually go down just to one person. It takes a group. So we all gotta swarm through the ball and make sure we take good angles for sure. And try to just get him on the ground. That's the. But yeah,
that was a bit of a problem last year.
Yeah. So that's been an emphasis. We've been trying to make sure we're tagging off at the hip all through practice. Just make sure we're being disciplined.
So they've got the 2 backs. So with your role at the Tillman, how important do you feel like you're going to have to be just to kind of pick things out in the run game this week?
Oh yeah, run game, especially when I'm down there closer to the box. Just being able to read and closing space. That's another thing I'm better at is closing space, getting them before they can get going. So they're downhill runners, so we'll be meeting up in the hole a lot. It should be fun. Yeah.
When you're at Tillman, do you feel more like a linebacker or do you feel more like a DB?
I feel like I feel more like a DB. Just I kind of picture myself as like I watch a lot of Jamal Adams. That's one of my favorite safeties. So he comes down in the box a lot. He'll be like on the outside, whether he's playing like zone or anything. So the way he reads the lineman like all with his eyes, and then he just reacts. So that's kind of what I've been using my speed, trying not to like mess with the linemen because they're stronger, but I'm faster, so I try to use that to my advantage.
I guess just going back to the Michigan State game, when you guys presented that 5-2 front and you were kind of in there as a little bit of linebacker going against the line of scrimmage, how do you feel you guys performed with that?
Oh, I feel like our backers performed good. They shot the game. They were real aggressive too. We were real physical that game because we had to be. It was going to be a bloodbath. So the physicalness, I feel like that stood out the most.
When you looked at the stat sheet, you saw 13 tackles. Well, anything go through your mind, or could you tell by how sore your body was? Yeah. I did 13 tackles worth of work there.
Yeah, I told myself before the game, I was like, I got at least more than 10. So I kind of not like expected. I was happy about it, but I wasn't like too surprised because I feel like I was really watching. So I just tried to go out there, trust my training and trust my film study.
You have run through a lot here, like Jordan was getting at with the coaching change and scheme changes, coordinator changes, and all that. Do you feel like a lot's happened since you got here?
Yeah. It's definitely been a change from like staff to staff. The other staff was a little different, but all in all, I'm still very glad I chose to come here. So I mean, I feel like God worked it all out. I'm happy being here at Arizona State. But no, it definitely was a lot and a lot of learning experience though.
Sometimes you just got to go with it, right?
Go
Hope
with
it
the
comes
flow,
out
yeah.
the other end. Mandrake.
Did you ever question kind of, I don't know, your place with the team and everything, and kind of how you would get on the field, or did you always know that somehow, some way, you were going to get on the field?
I mean, there at times, but I mean, like, I try to, like, not ever really feel sorry for myself because, like, no one else is. So my mentality was just, like, make it happen. That's always my mentality, like, some way, somehow, make it happen. Like, it's on me, so make it happen. That's my mentality.
With how the local media was like picking against you guys, did that motivate you in some sense? That Danny talked yesterday about a group chat between the defense being formed about that.
Yeah, we put that in. I mean, anything that can get us fired up. You know, we got a lot of personalities on our team, so you know that definitely got us fired up. And we just try to like play with passion, not emotion. Don't let it like affect us too much, but you know, kind of put a chip on our shoulder. Like, okay, yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Well, we know it got Chase fired up.
Oh yeah, he for sure.
What? Did your family's still back in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir.
Do they get out here much?
Yeah, they were here at the first game. My mom came. And my mom, my brother, and my sister came. So it was good. It kind of made it feel like high school, like a high school game. So it felt good having them out there. Yeah.
Will they be back later, or do you know?
Yeah,
yet?
they're coming to USC and the Oregon game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they drive out, or?
Oh no, they fly out.
fly
My mom don't like that
So they're
drive.
gonna do
Yeah.
that. Okay.